the one and only beautiful Kimberly Meredith, the awesome Kimberly Meredith. I already gave your introduction.
Okay, thanks. Hi, everyone.
You look well.
Thanks. How's the expo been going?
Oh, it's good. Yeah.
Great.
I mean, New Yorkers are a little different, you know. I mean, everybody's afraid of the vaccine in New York. It's like ridiculous.
Okay.
But they're waiting for you. So give it to them.
Okay, I don't see anybody actually. A lot of cameras are off, so.
Well, I don't think you'll see somebody with camera. So.
Hi, Maureen.
So there are people in the room.
Kimberly, the people who are visible are not necessarily the participants.
Right. See, we try to make the people not visible because they're just a distraction.
Exactly. That's what I was about to say.
So there are people in the room watching. Well, right now there are people in the room watching you. Do you want everybody to be visible so you can work on them?
Well, my workshop is doing readings, so.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Okay. Well, let me get everybody.
Unless they don't want to be visible. I mean, I'm not doing a workshop that's just talking. I'm doing mediumship readings. Yeah.
Vicky?
Yes, what happened? Hello?
Yeah.
Okay, you can go on. Yeah.
Thank you. So so everybody that's not, so explain to me again what's happening. So people not visible, or where are they from? So hi everybody. Hi. So if you're not visible, you're just sitting watching but not on camera.
This particular version of Zoom does not allow the participants to show their faces, Kimberly. So that's why you're not seeing anyone's faces. But there are plenty of participants. And what people can do is raise their hand, and Mark can unmute them and let them be visible to you.
Okay. I use Zoom all the time, and you can be visible no matter what.
No, this is the same version.
Right now, I don't know if you can see the screen, but you can probably see Maureen and two other people. So why don't you ask somebody, people, we can unmute them and bring some more people on. You can start working with those people instead of we're just spending time doing nothing.
Yeah, because normally when I come on, we do a talk, and then I'm doing the mediumship readings on people that have health.
Okay, well, we're waiting. I think they're waiting for the talk, and then you'll see their faces and you can do some readings.
So you want me to run a little interference, Mark? I think that'll be helpful.
Great.
Okay. This is Maureen, and I'd like to introduce Kimberly Meredith.
Okay.
Those of you who would like to have Kimberly deal with you for your health issues, she would be most pleased to do so, but you must raise your hand so Mark can unmute you and make your face visible. And Sandy said that she was able to show herself, so maybe you want to start with her.
Almost double what you
Yeah, you just need to unmute your cameras, unclick your camera. So anyway, hi everybody. Thank you for having me today. Basically, I was today doing mostly mediumship readings on everyone, but I can't see anybody. So I also have a book coming out called Awakening to the Fifth Dimension. Hi, Robert. Nice to see you. Hi, Sandy.
Hello.
You're the two I can see, and Maureen. And yeah. So my book's called Awakening to the Fifth Dimension. It's coming out in just 2 weeks. If you'd like to get it, I'd love for you to get it. It's about opening up your gifts and many, many beautiful prayers and affirmations. And Sandy, do you want to have a reading?
I would love one.
Okay, great. So let's just jump in and do a reading on you, Sandy. I'm just going to do a couple of readings and probably hop off. So let me go back to speaker view. Okay, so now I've got Mark and Robert and Sandy in there. So let me pin you. Oh, I can't pin Sandy. So I need to have access to full control so I can pin Sandy. Because now I have too many people in the view with me. All right, there's 4 of us now. Okay, cool. Okay, Sandy, I'm getting some information around you, around the top of the crown chakra of you. I don't know if you know about the chakras, but there's like a light around the top of your head. And it's communicating to me that either someone crossed over or just getting some communication of someone wanting to speak to you. Also, as far as medically, I'm getting that may at some point had some blood pressure issue going on at some point in your life.
The person that's trying to connect to me?
No, I'm going to go back to that.
Oh, okay.
Okay, they're just trying to come into the reading right away.
Okay. Is it a male or a female?
I feel like it's a male.
Okay.
When you said female, I'm not getting that hit. I'm getting more of a man.
Okay.
When you talk about a man, I am hearing that this man that was in your life was like a female, was like a sister and a brother, was many things on many levels to you, they're telling me.
Okay.
This person may have crossed over like maybe 10 years ago or more. Also, did you ever have a surgery in your lower abdominal area or uterus area?
No.
Did you ever have any issues with your lower abdominal area?
No.
They keep blinking on your lower abdomen area for me and your low back area, like all in that low area for me.
Lower back?
Yeah, like it's all in that low back. Yeah. Let me see if I can shut the chat so I can get you on the side of me. Yeah, that's better. So they keep giving me something that happened to you with the Holy Spirit or God. They keep blinking. Sometimes when that happens, it's either they had a surgery or something profound happened in the low back, low abdominal area. I can't, I'm looking through the computer at you. So it just keeps going over and over again. They're trying to communicate something to me that you were saved in some sort with the low back, low abdominal area, something around there. And they're trying to communicate to you something also you're not remembering right now, but something about your hip.
Okay. A lot of my problems I was born with, but I did have a car accident.
But what about, go back to born with? What about born with?
I have double scoliosis. I have a 6th lumbar, top of a 2nd tailbone, tilted pelvis, leg length discrepancy.
Yeah, that's what they're talking about. That's what the God is coming in, and the lower part, and why they're saying surgery. They're telling me that maybe that they want to do surgery on you.
But they did not.
Right, but they wanted to do it.
Okay.
Yeah, they wanted to do it. They're blinking nonstop in the lower part of your body. Yeah.
Okay.
So go ahead now and tell me about the accident.
I had borrowed a vehicle. I was at a red light. The car behind me ran right into me. I was told from 3 different people that if I would have been in my car, that I would not have made it, that it was an exit point.
Okay, yeah, and that is, once again, I have different codes with my blinking. I don't know if you've ever read about me at all.
No, this is the first that I've known
so
about
you
it.
can find out. I don't know if there was any information about me on the website or anything, but I'm at thehealingtrilogy.com, and I'm a very unusual trance medium, and my eyes blink in different codes, and they're blinking in the lower half of your body, that it's really a miracle that you were even able to do the things you're doing right now. But they are blinking on something with the left side of your hip to me, the low side of your lumbar and the left side of your hip. I don't know if you have, go ahead.
I have severe degenerative disc disease.
On which side is worse than the other?
The pain is on the right side.
They're telling me something about the left though, over and over. Do you have any swelling or anything going on with edema ever?
No, not that I'm aware of.
What about your arm or your hand?
I have problems with my thumbs.
Something they're telling me about that. They keep saying something about your shoulder, your hand, or thumb. And what about anything on your heart or blood pressure?
No.
Okay. They're also telling me to look out for something with you with that.
With blood pressure?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Some kind of medicine you're taking.
I'm not on any medicine.
Okay. They're just telling me something, maybe you took something or are taking or something maybe you're doing. But they're definitely going on the left side of your body nonstop and into the back of your skull.
Okay.
Is there anything you want to ask the guides about anything that I have not mentioned?
I have recently had 3 deaths, and I didn't know if 2 of those were trying to come through. The one was an unborn baby.
Yeah, there's one they keep going over and over again, the number 10. I don't know if it was 10 weeks ago, 10 months ago. But
About 10 months ago.
Yes, 10 over and over again, 10. And that's sitting on the left side of your shoulder. That's an energy bright light on the left side of your shoulder. That may be the left that I keep seeing.
Okay.
It's a bright light I keep seeing on the left side of your shoulder. And I see the number 10. Yesterday, I did a reading of a lady in a hospital who I knew had COVID. I knew something similar to her. I'm reading more crossover readings lately. But also they are saying something to me once again. They want to go over again about your lower abdominal area. They want about boosting your immune system. Because
I'm sorry, could you say that again, please?
About boosting your immune system.
Okay.
The crossover that crossed, because love never dies. They're still around you. The one that crossed is worried that your immune system needs more, oxygen.
Okay.
Do you have anything else you want to ask me?
The one that crossed, what happened?
All I'm hearing is that it was smooth, went straight to the light.
Okay.
And I feel like whatever was going on, this was an earth angel. It was an angel being. So they're giving me the number 4. Does that make sense to you?
No.
It was an angelic soul. So needed to leave to work their energy from the other side.
Okay.
Do you want to tell us who this is?
My husband.
Yeah, the male energy that I picked up right away.
Yeah. But he didn't show that he was spiritual.
It doesn't always show, but he was a number 4. He was a spiritual angel.
Okay.
But he also has a figure 8 around him, meaning that he was to you many things, not just your husband.
Yeah, my best friend.
He was a sister, a brother, a mother, a lot of different things to you. That's what I got in the beginning of the reading, that the male energy in the 8.
Okay.
But he's sitting on the side of you.
On my left side.
Yeah, he's on your maternal, on the feminine side of your body, the maternal side, the divine feminine side.
Okay. And what about the other one that passed a little bit before that?
I'm not getting a lot of reading on that right now.
Okay. Anything on the unborn baby?
Was that a relative of yours?
Yeah, it would have been my son's child.
Okay.
And-
That I get strongly, like just nonstop God links. Holy Spirit, just stayed with the omnipresent, just was not ready to come in, just completely with the Holy Spirit. I do feel it may come in again.
Oh, okay.
They're
Come
giving
to the same mom or a different mom?
They're giving me the number 5. I can't predict that. They won't tell me.
Okay.
They keep saying,
Okay.
God, 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 God. Yeah.
So Kimberly, you want to be able to speak to the people sitting here? They should be able to just speak to you.
I don't care to be interrupted right now when I'm speaking to Sandy,
Excuse me.
who is ever speaking just now.
Well, who's speaking is we're trying to help you out, Kimberly, and you're giving us a rough time. There are speakers in the room. There are people, participants in the room.
Oh my
And
gosh, Mark,
Okay.
please be kind to me while I'm speaking to Sandy, doing a beautiful reading with her. We're talking about a child that crossed over, and I was just finishing the beautiful reading with her. And I'm going to finish, and then I'd love for you to help me. I do believe I should deserve some respect in the room right now, and I'm trying to do the best I can.
We apologize.
Yeah, I don't know why. This is not something I planned going on. I just finished talking about this baby that crossed. All right, Sandy. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much for letting me do your reading.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. All right. All right. So what was happening?
No, I mean, I honestly, I didn't even hear, Sandy, I apologize to you. I didn't hear that she was giving you a reading. I just know we went through a lot of trouble. I know that Kimberly wanted to reach as many people as we can. So we went into the room.
Cool.
We hooked up another microphone so the people in the room that want to have a reading, she can see them and speak to them.
Okay, great.
I
Yeah,
didn't
you
know-
were just doing
I
some.
wasn't watching what was going on in there because I was in the room.
That's okay.
Okay,
I just wanted to finish your reading.
it's okay. I didn't know that she was even having a reading. I was just excited that we were able to work it out with the people in the room. that they
Okay,
grabbed the microphone.
great. Okay, so we can do readings in the room now. Okay, great. Wow.
So if somebody in the room can grab the microphone and you can talk to
Hello?
me, introduce yourself.
Hi.
What is your name? What is your name?
Janina.
Say louder.
Janina.
And
Hi.
you can come closer to the, you'll see right there, there's a computer in front of you.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Oh, great. I'm in the expo now.
That's what I mean.
Great. Yeah. Hi. Nice to meet you.
Can you hear me?
I can kind of hear you. Yeah.
You have a mask on talking into the microphone, it's a little difficult.
Yeah.
Okay, so my name is Janina, and I wanted to know, I had an issue with my legs, understanding, and the sensation understanding. Wanted to know if there's a past life issue or something else.
Okay. I can't really hear you too well, but I can do a medical reading on you.
Mark, she just needs to speak louder. That's all. Is because she's speaking, as long as she's speaking into the laptop, you could hear her.
I
Sorry.
don't really have people tell me what's wrong with them. You don't need to tell me what's wrong with you medically.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a medical medium. So
Okay.
if it's medical, I don't really need any information. So I do medical readings. And if I get any other information, like something from a relative or something coming in, then I can tell you some information from that too. So do you want a medical reading?
Yes.
Okay, great. So why don't you take a couple breaths and I'll give you a medical reading. I am feeling that you have some issues, around blood pressure, they're telling me. You want to sit down and
Yes.
bring your chair up
Yes.
closer?
Yes.
They are giving me some information around your chest. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Have you ever had a blood pressure problem?
No. No.
Yeah, some people don't know that they have blood pressure issues, and they do, or they have cholesterol issues, but they are telling me to watch your cholesterol.
Okay.
They are telling me. When's the last time you've been to a doctor?
July this year.
Yeah, they are going around your throat, your thyroid, and they are going around your blood pressure for me right away. They're going right in those areas when I look at you. And they are going down. That doesn't resonate with you at all? That no doctors told you you've ever had a problem with your thyroid or your blood pressure?
No.
Okay, well, I'm saying to maybe check that.
Okay.
Also, they are resonating information about you want to put your arms out to the side? Something about your shoulders and your joints. Anything going on with your joints?
No.
Okay. Nothing with joints, nothing with blood pressure, and nothing with your heart,
No.
and nothing having a heart issue.
No.
I don't know. I'm not getting anything else. The only other thing I get is maybe the back of your neck could be an issue.
Sometimes I get neck pain.
Okay. Do you want to tell us, ask the question then?
It was about when I'm standing, I feel a tremor sensation in my legs.
I can't hear you.
When I'm standing, I feel a tremor sensation in my legs. It's only when I'm standing.
When you're standing, you're getting a trembling sensation in your legs.
Yes.
That's obviously a circulation issue, and that to me is your heart and your blood pressure.
Okay.
So have you gone to a cardiologist? Have you had a workup with a cardiologist? If you need to do that again, if that's to me, because my guides I don't blink in areas of people's bodies or go hear things unless they're telling me. Also, they're talking about your eyes, the left eye especially, and then the back of the head again, and the back of the neck. Do you want to go over those things with me again?
If there's anything that's super important, yes. There are other people here that may have other questions, but the main question for me was the issue with my legs.
Which what?
The main issue for me was that question about my legs.
You'd have to really go into that about your legs more.
It's just when I'm standing, I feel that tremor sensation when I'm standing. That's it.
You'd have to tell me how long. I'm not a doctor. I'm a medical medium.
I understand. It's been going on a few years already.
You would need blood work. You would need it really. And so for me, scanning you and want to stand up and turn around, and I'll look at the back of your head.
Okay.
Yeah. Going to a general practitioner and then doing blood work and things like that. So people sometimes may get the okay of their blood pressure, but to really find out why somebody is trembling when they're standing and getting weak like that, I go, sometimes you need to go to a neurologist or figure that out. Could be
I've been to many neurologists already.
what?
I've been to many neurologists.
You've been to many?
Yes.
Yeah. So I would probably need an hour with you as a long session on a phone session. But when I scan you like that and go across you, I go right to your heart. I go to your thyroid. I go into your eyes. I get a blink in the back of your head. So this is a long conversation. I would need to know what kind of water, everything you eat, what kind of herbs you take, every vitamin you take, every single thing, what kind of shower head you, bathe in. Something that's going on neurologically, and that I scan you and I didn't get an A-OK on your heart, and I didn't get an A-OK on all these things in your body. If I went like this with you and I said, oh, I'm not getting a negative blink on your heart and your lung and all that, and then I'd say, it's not something to do with that. And also it could be adrenal, fatigue, stuff like that.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, there's lots of things that go into situations that are happening, like your situation. You're saying you've gone to all kinds of doctors. So I think it's very positive, in fact, for you. They're telling me, the guides, that you're closer to being healed than you know.
Okay. Thank
Yeah,
you.
pick up my book, Awakening
Okay.
to the Fifth Dimension, Discovering a Soul's Path to Healing. A lot of things in this book talk about when people have things going on in their bodies and they can't figure it out, is actually environmental pollution attacking them too.
All right, thank you. I'll have someone else come and talk to you. Thank you.
But I am getting negative blinks in your gut area too.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, hi. My name is Ariel Cohen.
Hi.
Hi. And I'm looking for my soulmate. I'm looking for a wife, trying to get married. And
That's nice. Yeah, they're linking to me. It's about moving forward. It's about being in the fifth dimension. I talk about that in my book. I have a whole chapter about moving into the 5D out of the 3D relationship mindset. It's about 3D to 5D. Not only does my book talk about miracle healings and supplements and water and how we need to live a more organic lifestyle, but it talks about finding your fifth dimensional life partner and how we need to understand that when we are thinking more in the fifth dimension and beyond, the soulmate, the Bashert, finds us, and we
yes, exactly. I'm also Jewish, so I know that word.
Yeah, we gravitate towards our soulmate, and there could be many soulmates for us in this lifetime, but the one that's going to be with us, for the ending, the continuous lifetime here, I feel is when our complete journey of raising our own vibrational frequency is when they come. So I feel like reading books like mine and other books that are coming out right now are important, and going to workshops and doing these things and praying a lot. Praying and affirmations are really important. I don't know if you pray or you do affirmations. Yeah. And really honoring and respecting others. And I don't feel it's really interesting. I don't feel like it's like looking around or going somewhere, but I feel like they just gravitate to you. When you asked me about that, right away, the guides, the omnipresent, said yes for you, and they blinked the number 5. So that means that it won't be in a third dimension. It won't be in the third dimension for you.
So
the person is going to have to be someone that is of the same spiritual dimension. I don't know if you're religious.
Yeah, I'm like modern Jewish Orthodox.
Right, you're going to have to be that, or if not that, they're going to have to be similar or more. So something like similar or even more dedicated. Like me, it's like me finding someone is going to be very hard because I pray 10 to 12 hours a day. I'm like a hardcore. I'm hardcore. So I'm like a rabbi. So I'm a spiritual teacher, but I'm like, I couldn't be around anybody that didn't pray all the time. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I feel like the world has to get on board with that because this is very important time. I hope I answered that correctly.
Yeah.
So to settle for something, they're saying no.
Yeah, I mean, because I'm 50 years old already, so.
That's
Can't have
not
my own
all
kids,
that.
and, at this point I can adopt. I can't have my own biological kids. I can just still
Yeah.
adopt kids. But
Yeah. I don't think, yeah, they're saying age is not really an issue. I think it's more of, they're saying, they're saying to me that it's really, I don't know how much you really, I'm sure you know that if you put your whole faith in God, then all of that works itself out.
yeah,
Yeah.
I know that. Yeah, it's true there, but like, we have to do our own parts too. People, especially men, have to seek out women and and be proactive.
They're saying, yeah, they're saying to me that with you, they're saying that it's about you opening up your heart, not being in your mind and just really, really opening your heart and knowing that no one is perfect.
No, of course not. I'm
Yeah.
I'm not looking for someone who's like that at all. That's
Okay,
that's
good.
not-
Good.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And that just it's all about the heart and that everything else will follow. Yeah. Just they have to be on the same spiritual path.
No, I'm very open-minded and flexible. I'm very, yeah.
Can you take off your mask, please? We can't hear you.
That'll be great.
Oh, sorry, sure, of course. I'm very open-minded and flexible.
Yeah,
Very open,
I think
yeah.
that'll be good. I feel good, very positive about it. Good luck. Invite us to the wedding.
Thank you very much.
Is
I
there
didn't
another
realize
person
that
that would
my
like a
mask,
reading
so-
here?
Excuse me, what?
I was asking if there's another person that would like a reading.
Okay, thank you.
Of course.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
I didn't realize that my mask was my voice here. So.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Anyone else next? Someone? We should do a psychic reading. Yeah, all right, come on up. Yeah, it's great. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
This is so fun. I'm like, I'm at the expo.
Oh, it's wild.
You brought the expo to me. How did you do that?
Oh, I'm just a pioneer. It was like the first time I did a virtual expo. It was like nobody did that before. And that was like wild. I have that down pat. This is a little bit interesting. And it's the other way around. Like the people that are speaking live here, the virtual people can see them.
Andy can still see me.
Also, yeah. She's also a
Hi,
medium.
how are you?
Hi.
Hi, Amy.
Hi. What is your name?
I'm Amy.
Oh, hi, Amy. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So Amy, I see like a really beautiful light around your head, like shining. Also, like someone from the other side's trying to communicate with you. I'm not sure. Did you have somebody pass?
My mother died last year.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, she's coming in pretty fast right now. She's giving me a message right away. I'm a medical medium, but I also am doing some crossover readings now. That just happened recently. Since I've been hanging out with other mediums doing it, they started coming on to me. Okay, so your mom is telling me she's giving me the number 9. So 9, interesting. 9 months, 9. She's telling me something about 9 to you. I don't know what that means, but she's saying, tell her about 9 months, something happened to you or her. I don't know if that makes sense, but
I also had another friend pass away 2 months ago and a good girlfriend 4 years ago. So
okay.
I've been going through it, but yes, my mother was.
Okay. Sorry about that. Also, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you.
Also, she's communicating something to me about your health. Maybe something started coming on with you 9 months ago with your health. Did you have anything come on with you and your health at all?
No, this summer I had eaten some poison mushrooms, like a fool, and I had to call an ambulance for myself.
Yeah, she's going around your mouth.
That was a learning experience.
Yeah, she's blinking around your mouth area. She's saying, God protected you. And then when you did that, did it hurt? Did you have any palpitations or anything happen into your pancreas area?
Well, you vomit a lot, and then they give you the black activated charcoal.
Charcoal, yeah, going in your throat and your pancreas area.
And it was quite an ordeal. IVs, everything else. So I'm off of mushrooms for a long time.
Yeah, it was a psychedelic mushroom.
Oh, there are mushrooms that just grow on people's lawns.
Oh, okay. Those kind of mushrooms.
So they were everywhere, and I just picked them and I mindlessly was eating them in the car, and like silliness, not thinking.
Yeah. Okay, so she's saying she's glad you're moving forward. I mean, your mom really is doing the reading, not me. She's like talking about it. She's like, she's glad you're moving forward. She's glad you're not doing that anymore. Anything else in your body hurting or aching? Because she's going down the body right now. I do get a little bit of things here and there. Like I could be very picky on you right now, like about your leg and about your low back and about your hip and your knee. I mean, these are just little things that I'm kind of hearing. Like, I don't know if you ever once had sciatica, but that's just like on one of the sides of the leg and just things like that. I can't hear you. You're not talking in the microphone.
My mother had all of them.
Oh, your mother had that. Okay, so she's talking about her stuff. Okay.
Yes, Alyssa.
Okay. But for you, your health is okay besides the mushrooms?
I'm okay. I deal with some arthritis.
They're saying arthritis. They keep going to one of your elbows and your hands. I can't hear you.
No, I don't have problems.
What about your joints and your elbows?
Yeah, just the neck.
You're okay. Where's your arthritis at?
In my neck. Yeah.
You know, for arthritis and stuff like that, people are taking like L-glutathione, biotin. Do you take any vitamins like that? I
do, yes.
Okay, great. What do you want to ask the guides right now the most? Like, what do you want to ask my guides? I mean, because I do I do so many random readings. I do Skype sessions online. We go through all kinds of vitamins and supplements, nutritious, diet plans. My book's coming out. People are buying my book right now. It's hitting Walmart, Target stores, Barnes and Nobles. I have so many things that I try to help people with, especially understanding that my eyes blink like I don't even know how fast. And I read through people's bodies and try to help them understand that just because I see something, you may not know that it's going on. And I see that you're a little thin. I see that they're seeing things going on in you. You may not know it. And it's positive. I'm not getting hits on your liver. I'm not getting hits on your gallbladder. I'm not getting hits, but I am getting hits on joints and things like that. So is there anything you want to ask me before I move on to somebody else?
No, thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you so much. All right. So I'm going to do one more reading. I think that's all we have time for. Does anybody want to have a reading? If not, I'm going to say a prayer. Oh, okay.
I'll have a quick reading. Hi, Kimberly. My name is Lizette. I'm just curious. I'm in transition right now in my life. Just lost my job at the end of August. Thinking about moving out of New York City. So what can you tell me about this phase of my life and going into the next phase?
Why do you want to move out of New York?
I just feel I was born and raised in New York. I'm overwhelmed with the noise and people and just ready to settle down and buy property.
Where do you think of moving?
I was thinking Florida, but everybody has to go to Florida.
Oh my God, everybody is moving to Florida. Yeah. Everyone wants to move.
Houses are cheaper there.
Yeah. So when you ask my guides, ask the guides, is that a good idea to move to Florida? We'll see what they say. They're already communicating about you moving to Florida. So they're giving me a date for you to move and a month for you to move. What were you planning to move? Because they keep blinking 7.
I was planning on moving in January. I'm currently interviewing for jobs there.
Okay. So right now is October. Okay. So I don't know why they're saying 7.
So in 7 months or 7 weeks?
I have no idea. They just keep giving me the number 7. So it could be not 7 weeks, 7 months probably, but maybe you want to move sooner though.
That's fine. And as far as job hunting, is there anything that you see or any industry that should be moving into?
What do you do now?
I was an event planner. So I used to work in hotels and I worked for a financial firm in New York.
Oh, so you're creative.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think, God is saying that if that's what you like to do, then you go for it. They're saying, anything that raises your vibration, your body, you feel very good at, that you feel that that's what you do. They're just saying yes, yes, yes when you mentioned that. Yeah.
Well, thank you.
You should keep moving towards that. I don't, the kind of medium I am, I go after serious diseases in people's bodies. I really see hardcore stuff and I do healing and raise people's, and guide them to their careers too. Mm-hmm. And when you ask me about the event planning and you ask me about moving, and applying for stuff. Have you started to apply for stuff already?
Yes, I have.
And are you getting bites of stuff?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because they're seeing that happening for you, but they're seeing you even growing in your position.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. Thank you to you, your guys.
Thank you. So maybe that's the 7, the lucky 7.
That worked out great. So tell us about your book, by the way.
Yeah, so my book is about, my gosh, raising your vibration in entering into the 5th dimension, which is experiencing your own gifts, your own clairvoyance, your own abundance. It's got scientific research studies of so many people have been healed by me laying hands on them and having healings, and they've been ready to die. They've had tumors, they've had cancer, they've had so many different diseases. And how they did that is by tapping into the 5th dimension and beyond. And they've been researched and studied, and that's just part of it. Then there's diets and supplements and affirmations and prayers and exercises. And the exercises go into awakening your DNA and activating it. I mean, it's about almost 300-page book. The first.
Do you have the book there?
Yeah, it's right here.
Let me see. So, Awakening to the 5th Dimension.
Discovering your soul's path to healing. And the funny thing about this book is that it has a glossary so people understand all the words. Like, a lot of you already are super spiritual and you know a lot of these words, but most majority of the population wouldn't know what God blinks. Maybe you would know what God blinks, or God frequency, or the guides, or what 3rd dimension means, or 5th dimension means. And then it talks about my near-death experience. It talks about a little bit about my childhood, how someone would wake up and have blinking eyes, or how my eyes would know what means the yes, what means the no, like Conversation with God, or other books out there people get, or like Esther Hicks is a medium, or Carla Rucker is a medium.
When I go
Some
into
people know.
how
Yeah,
come
some
I
people.
can't feel the people's names and things like that?
Honey? Hello? Well, anyway, what I did is I wrote a glossary for people so they would understand the words. And basically, I decided to write this book that people would understand what is the realm of miracles. How do you experience a miracle? So I can read one of the prayers, affirmations right now.
Can you read it really fast? Because Maureen is going on in 30 seconds.
Yeah, I can read the simplest, fastest one.
Great.
Okay. Okay, this one's called I Am Healed. I live in a multidimensional world with multidimensional beings. Love is multidimensional. I view love from every angle. I choose to have the highest God awareness. We don't suffer. We can be healed. We are beautiful. We are multidimensional beings. Our souls have love, and we love to live in a multidimensional world. We are immortal. We are infinite. We are divine. We don't suffer. We are healed. Love is God, and God is love, and every cell in our bodies are healed. We are living in the 5th dimension. We are leaving the 3rd dimension behind. We are love. We are light. We are joy. We are miracles. We are healed. This is a magical world we choose to live in. I am healed.
Thank you, Kimberly. Thank you for being you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Thanks for working out all the glitches.
Oh, yeah. It's all good.
Bye. Bless you. Have a great workshop.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And what's perfect is talking about the 4th dimension. And there's Maureen going into, the 5th dimension, the 6th dimension, interdimensional, reweaving your reality for the future. There are some who predict gloom and doom, others who feed on your fear, and others would have you chosen failure by mistake. Maureen has seen 3 Earths. Want to know more? Granted access to a dimension that has been closed to most of humanity for eons. Maureen St Germain is a direct channel to Source. Maureen St Germain is an internationally acclaimed Ascension teacher, a best-selling, award-winning author. Her latest book, On the Flower of Life, is a re-release of her 2011 best-selling book, and she's my friend, and I love her.
Thank you, and thank you for having me. You know, there was a little confusion about what PowerPoint we were going to use, and I have worked very hard to bring you information, and I'm going to go with what you put out, even though when I checked in, I got that we would be doing higher self stuff. So we'll start with this and talk about the 3 Earths, because I think this is important, and we'll go from there. I'm so happy to be with you, and I'm sorry I'm not there in person, but we all know the drill. So it is what it is. And thank you for joining me, and thank you for being here. And I will start by sharing my screen and talking about this business of the 3 Earths. So first of all, I want to talk about the sun behind the sun. This is the great central sun, and you hear me often speak of the great central sun. It is the source of all life behind us. It is the energetic principle behind our presence on the creation. This being is also known as the dog star, and its true source is the energy. Our energy comes through the sun from the great central sun. And what's interesting is our sun has ascended and is already waiting on us. And there's all kinds of cool information to support that, which I will share with you. All right, so first of all, the Earth is now being lit by multiple sun simulators. This is something you hear randomly around on the web. And when I first read it, I thought, oh. And then I began watching the sun, and I have seen some very interesting sunrises, which would attest to such a thing. And then a very good friend of mine, who is a brilliant healer in her own right, that her father was involved in the secret programs that we, know a little bit about here and there. And she said that he was heavily involved in these programs, and that he gave her a piece of information on the construction of an artificial sun. And he's passed, so I think it's okay that we talk about it a little bit. So what was the artificial sun used for? According to what he told her, and that's her quote now, it was 4 stories high. And he started his career as a wind tunnel test engineer. She thought that the purpose of testing materials was that it might be exposed to intense heat, and that's what they were using it for. It was an assumption. I think there was another agenda. I think that there's something else going on. A few days ago, I read the comments under a video, and I saw a reference. This was again my friend, not me, who found a patent on an artificial sun, obviously patented in 1971, just a few years before her father retired. She found the patent online, but she thinks there's another one there for Bausch and Lomb. Artificial sun patent. Doesn't that just knock you out? So what do you suppose the other reason was? The other reason, I believe, was to create a continuation of the version of Earth that we are on, that we haven't glommed onto the true process of our ascension, kind of keep us locked where we are. So let's talk a little bit about the purpose of the free will zone. It allows human to expand the database. If you are already everything, which is source, the only way you can grow is to create a not God choice to increase experiences. So the 3D game has gone to the extreme, and Source has now called the game. And the goal is to know the not God choice and choose God. That was the goal of this game, to have choice and to understand what's in front of you, learn from our mistakes, and then choose wisely. This is becoming 5D in a 3D world. Once you know your 5D way around, you won't want to play in 3D. Like Russian dolls, in 5D, you can participate in 3D. So you're not going to be leaving people behind, but you are choosing to elevate everyone else in the process. You can choose to experience 3D while you are a 5D being. And that means that you will receive an insult and take it as a compliment and see the love behind every feedback from anyone through your action, words, and deeds. And I'll give you a little example. Many years ago, when my stepfather was still alive, he was frustrated with me because I didn't understand what he was trying to get me to do. And he said, "Oh, you're just like your mother." And I smiled sweetly at him and said, "Thank you. That's one of the nicest things you've ever said to me." And of course, my mother leaned in and said, "I don't think," and I stopped her. And I said, "I want you to know I get to choose how I receive, and so do you." So when you fail to see that everything is a game right now, then the game will intensify until you wake up and say, "Wait just a minute here. This is all a facade. I can choose to opt out. I can use my God-given power to change my reflection of what's in front of me." So those who would have you fail have altered the timelines. They have seeded envy, jealousy, and greed. These are all things that they put into the game. They created seed matrices for lust and greed to lead humans away from their goal. They have filled their world with toys to satisfy this lust and cravings, distracting humans from their natural evolution. Humans who are in their heart are in their natural state. When people are in these angry places, judgment and such, that's not their normal state. That's not their ideal normal. Not something they have to reach for, but who they really are. Humans are kind, loving, and trusting, and the troublemakers intended to take over the planet. They have recognized their agenda has been foiled, and they have left. So the good news is the dark energy that was really running the show here has gone. And we are now on our way home to untether ourselves from all that has come our way. Those who are in cahoots with them, or have been in cahoots with those guys, are now trying to fill the void, and they too will collapse because they don't have enough resources to keep going. And they may take some humans with them in their self-destruct, but not too many, certainly not any of you. So here's your opportunity. There are 3 Earths. The Ascension timeline is where we are now. And this is us maximizing our programming. So as you can see, I have written many books and created many opportunities, and we are creating heaven on earth in 2021 and 2022. So I've created a lot of guided meditations that will help you anchor in everything you need. I never was someone who could sit quietly. I've always had a little bit of a monkey mind. And so I started creating guided meditations to help me and everyone who has my way of being to step into their true power by using these wonderful tools. And I would highly recommend that you do a new meditation that's called the Golden Time. I may make it the free meditation for the month of November. So watch for it. And if you haven't signed up for my blog posts, I highly recommend you do so, because it will give you a free guided meditation every single month, and you don't have to do anything else. There's lots of other opportunities, but that'll get you going. So I want to talk a little bit about Ascension Symptoms that we have all had. And we're choosing to let go of the drama And I use an essential oil blend called Remembrance to get rid of drama and shame. And I'm going to use some right now to help you anchor that energy in. And when you use these blends, you put them on your hand, and then you warm it in your hand, and then you put your hands in prayer position. And then I'm going to send it out to you. So this will help you clear your own shame. And you know, it's funny, shame keeps us from behaving at our best, because shame is a way to hold us back. You know, if I'm ashamed of my weight or my appearance, then I try to hide. And I don't want people to know because I have shame. But shame is a way to manipulate me and to make me afraid to be who I really am. So you can journal and use your dreams and ideas, pay attention to what you eat, and do your best to keep your eating as clean as you can. When you go for your walk, when you go for your daily walk, which I highly recommend because it helps clear your pineal, make sure you leave your cell phone behind unless you know you're in a place that's not safe and you need to have your cell phone. Otherwise, leave it behind and have less of the EMF on you. And the way you clean up your pineal is through certain tools, which we may be able to share with you. And also tamarind, which is a tincture you can get. And it comes in a bottle like this. You can buy it like this. And it's readily available. And I just put a few drops in the water every day. And I also double up on it when I've had dental work, because dental work will, the dentists use fluoride in everything. And I don't want you to not go to the dentist, but we have to do some remedial work when you do go. And of course, cacao nibs. One of my good students said to me that whenever he is feeling hungry, he just munches on a few cacao nibs, and it really gives him a boost and it makes him feel better and also quells his hunger. So now we're going from a year of change to a year next year of expanded possibilities. So the tours that are in competing timelines are this.
Oh no.
Okay, we got some voice in here. Let me just turn the sound off. Yeah. Can you mute the, okay, I think the person who joined muted themselves. So one earth is a crash and burn earth, and one earth is the do-over earth. You are not on either one of those. You are on the ascending earth. And the reason I know is because you're on this class and because you're on a spiritual path and you're trying to learn and grow. So I like to see fireworks. This is us. So sometimes you have doubts. You're terrified of the virus, the vaccine. I'm losing control. What if I'm wrong? And all of that is valid. But then what are you going to do? Fear is a messenger. Fear is a messenger. Change your belief and change your behavior. When we focus on what's not working, it locks us into 3D. So it's okay to be aware of what isn't working. Don't be walking around with blinders, but at the same time, don't spend a lot of time and energy on what's not working. Every one of us is transforming ourselves into a higher vibrational being.